And they have begun.
Yep.
So we should be good to go.
Oh, I'll say a ghost.
And Rallis was forced to eat a ghost, but they pretty much finished Pack Village at the same time. So for all those watching the stream, welcome. This is the second round or third round losers bracket between Rallis and TheLazerLemon.
Yeah, so unlike the other matches, in this match, if you lose, you're out.
Yep, and the winner of this match will go on to play Nacho in the next losers bracket round. And Rallis' timer isn't working, but that's not a big deal, as we have Laser's timer.
Yeah. Last game was a close one.
Yes, last night versus Nacho and McKitty was very close, and I felt so bad for Nacho when he got soft locked.
Yeah.
Avalanche Alley is probably his favorite level now. Laser's just a little bit ahead, probably about 2 seconds.
Yeah, this is the first level where deaths can occur.
Yes, but pretty much the first world is very, very simple in a speedrun of this game. It lasts about 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Well, they exited the level at the same time there.
Yes, and it looks about Laser's about 1 second ahead from Rallis. Now we're into Pack.Pond. Also a very simple level. Some unfortunate deaths can occur here, but there's nothing really challenging besides Waterless, which is a trick that you will see them use here, where they can revel across platforms to skip the entire water section, which could slow them down. And it looks like they were both...
both got it.
They both got Waterless, so this level should be pretty done. Oh, plays the loser of Frenchie and Frog. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the bracket. And it looks like they leave at almost the same time.
Yeah, so pretty close so far. No big mistakes.
Not yet. Now this is the first boss, and this is where you'll see the first pretty big glitch come through. You can hit the boss in the back here when it's not intended to, and not only that, the invincibility frames on the boss still runs through when you're paused. So you'll see them abusing this to be able to kill Blinky's frog in one cycle, hopefully, pretty fast. And Laser and Rallis both miss one cycle, but it's not that bad. They have one more hit. Laser gets it, and Rallis gets it. And we've moved on. And we're on from World 1 to World 2 into Bedoing Woods. Now there is a little bit of a skip you will see them use right here. They'll rev roll down from this box. It skips about a third of the level, or a fourth probably, onto those bounce pad, those bedoings. I don't know why I call them bounce pads.
Yeah, they're like bounce pads. They're bounce pads.
Yeah, they're bounce pads. But Laser somehow got a little bit. Oh, I think he got this lead in Blinky's frog. But it's not that big, it's about 5 seconds. And we're out of Bedoing Woods into Treewood Forest. Treewood Forest is a very straightforward level. There's no really skips, you just go as fast as you can from one end to the other end.
Rallis going around the tree.
And Laser has about, I'd say, a 10-second advantage here, maybe 15.
Yeah, around there.
And he's going to have one health wedge left, so he can withstand one of these. And so does Rallis.
See if you can dodge the bear.
And Laser dodged the bear.
Going around the tree now, the long tree.
Yeah, this is an unskippable part of this ending. And in fact, this level and the next level, Butane Pain, has the same exact ending, copied and pasted. Which is interesting, I guess. But they both have one health wedge, so they don't need to worry about dodging the blade at the end. And Laser's out of Treewood Forest. So now into Butane Pain. This this level has about a skip that skips about 1/3 of the level.
Yeah, pretty sketchy jump right here.
Yeah, this is normally a section where you're able to go through a tree and gain a bunch of lives, but the placement allows it to be abused right off the beginning of the level.
Holding onto the metal pack from the beginning is also very useful against the saws.
Yes, because right about here also, they will hopefully pull off Chrome Ball skip, where normally you would have to go get a Chrome Ball, but if you can go fast enough, you can actually do this entire section without it, and... Ooh, Laser barely makes it.
Oh my god.
And also another skip, they don't have to go all the way back down, they can just jump over. And I think Rallis has got it as well, and he does.
Yep.
And as you can see here, here's the...
Laser's gotta be careful for the rest of the stage because he has no more health wedges left.
Yes, this copied and pasted ending from Treewood Forest. There's just one saw that he has to be careful of right here, and if he gets past that, then he will complete the level, and he does. So he is moving on to... he's moving on to the second boss of the game, Inky, the easiest one, I'd say. It's just 3 cycles, 2 hits on each. And on GameCube, there is a glitch where there's no knockback given on when you hit the boss, so they're able to hug it and get 2 hits each round, but Laser misses. This could give, and PS2 1.0, yeah, sorry. Oh, but Rallis dies.
Rallis fell off.
Rallis had a chance to get some time back, but he falls off. And so Laser will be moving on to the third world, the Snow World. Yeah, Kitty, I don't think a lot of people know about PS2 1.0 anyway. Now, Ice River Run, this level is very self-explanatory. The ice physics don't allow you to create rev rolls on them, but what you can do is charge a rev roll on the stones and rev roll around the ice. So you can go around the little ponds, or I guess freezing water, which is an insta-kill.
Yeah, also when you're rev rolling off the stone, see what they're going to do here is going to jump after they're done rev rolling, and they're going to keep the momentum they had. They're just going to keep going.
Yes, if you go out of a rev roll on the ice, you can keep the momentum from it. But other than that, I don't think there's anything significant in this level.
Good stairs.
And you want to try as hard as you can not to have to jump on the ice because it's very slow and half the time you'll go downhill anyway.
Like, yeah, just like Rallis did right there.
Yeah, but Laser finishes Ice River Run at just around 9 minutes, and we'll be moving on to Avalanche Alley, Nacho Brado's favorite level of the entire game.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I bet he loves that level after yesterday. For most of this level, they'll be going towards the camera and running away from a big avalanche ball, I guess.
Yeah, which is the fastest thing ever, apparently.
Yeah.
The rubber banding is absolutely ridiculous. It's this big snowball.
Yeah, if y'all didn't see yesterday's match against Nacho and McKitty, Nacho, they were pretty much even in the time, and Nacho soft locked at the very, very end of this level. I've never seen it before, and it was crazy. I had to exit the level and restart the entire thing. I hope that doesn't happen to one of these people, Laser or Rallis. But Laser didn't go for chain skip, and I don't think Rallis did either.
Yeah, I hope there's going to be no more soft locks for the rest of this tournament.
Yeah, Rallis did not go for chain skip. But see here, they're on the ice, they can't charge a rev roll, they just have to slide down it, which is very slow. But right about here, you'll see the first instance of wind boosting, where there's these little things that blow wind that move you, but instead of setting your speed, it just multiplies your momentum. So if you rev roll into it, you'll go a crazy distance. You'll see them abuse this a little bit later in the level as well.
Yeah, some are easier and others and more predictable.
Yeah, there's 3 in this little cave here, which is the second part running towards the camera. The first 2 are fairly self-explanatory. The last one is the last one's like a 50-50 chance if you're gonna fall down a hole or not. Well, Nacho, maybe next time don't store a butt bounce. And Laser actually does skip the Pac-Dot chain there. You can rev roll around it. Nacho, you have way too many emojis of faces. It's not healthy. And Laser's coming up on the last wind boost. And he dies from it.
Oh, no.
He went a little bit too far. This is going to give Rallis a little bit to catch up, as they're now at the same exact spot. And Rallis is just a little bit behind, but they're pretty much even now, and that really set them behind.
Whoa.
Or set Rallis behind.
Again.
I mean, Laser. Man, I can't speak.
Yeah, Laser's a bit ahead. Just a smidge.
Just a little bit. Coming up on the second wind boost for Rallis. And Laser's Rallis just... Okay, let's see if Laser stored a butt bounce like Nacho. He did not. He has completed the level.
Silly Nacho.
And Rallis is coming up on the second wind boost? Yes, I think so. Or the first. I'm not quite sure. Laser's now on Blade Mountain, a semi-auto-scrolling level. That the sturdier you go... Whoa, what was that? The sturdier you go, the faster you go. And over the ramps, you'll either go over the ramp and jump, which is the slowest, go over the ramp and not jump, which is okay. And then there's a few, I think 2, where you're able to just straight up jump over that and skip the entire ramp. Rallis is entering Blade Mountain now, so I'd say Laser has like a 20-25 second advantage here.
Yeah, pretty nice advantage for Laser. He needs it too after. I don't know if you recall last game, Laser had a lot of problems with Clyde, but I suppose we'll talk about him when we get there.
Clyde is the hardest boss fight in a speed run for this game. And I don't know if Rallis or Laser will go for rev jumps. I think Laser went for rev jumps, but I'm not sure on that at all. But we'll talk about that once we get there.
Laser's heading into the mouth of the cave here, so this is coming up on the ending of the level.
Yes, although he does need to get through here without falling into the insta-death water. The checkpoints on this level are very few and far between, so dying is very punishing, but it's very uncommon on Blade Mountain anyway. Although, you know, there always is commentator's curse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember the last match I commentated. I don't remember who it was against, but the first person was, he was on PB pace going into Magma Opus, and he missed he died on the rev roll to skip the room with the puzzle. Right after we said, right after me and McKitty said, we hope he doesn't die there. It was very sad.
Laser's onto Pinky now.
But yes, Laser's on to the second boss fight for the second time. Also known as Pinky. Pretty much the same as Inky, instead it's just a little bit longer, with the last two phases being 3 hits, so you can't get them with 1 rev roll, but it isn't that big of a deal. And Laser had a pretty good Pinky, almost as best as you can get. And as Laser's finishing Pinky, Rallis is going into Pinky. Now Laser's into the Volcano. World 4 is a very widespread way to complete. There are 3 levels. The first one, Into the Volcano, that they're on now, is all about just rev rolling off of level geometry. It shows you a good way... Ooh, Laser died. It was right after a checkpoint, though. Anyway, Laser is gonna start with some camera issues, but Into the Volcano will show you a good way of how momentum and just simple physics of this game works. And then the next level, Volcanic Panic, will show off the largest skip, or the second largest skip, sorry, in the game. And Laser dies again. This is giving Rallis a large chance to catch up.
Okay.
So, Rallis died because of a ledge grabbing issue. And Laser's entering a room that doesn't even exist on the Japanese version.
Yeah, that's something that happens with this game.
Yeah, Japanese is just an easy mode. I don't know why, but Namco thought people in Japan couldn't handle hardness. The game is not even that hard. In a casual run, anyway. So Laser is almost done. And he finishes Into the Volcano. So Laser's moving on to Volcanic Panic, where you will see a major glitch with lava being able to skip the entire level.
Yes. It's kind of hard to pull off. You just gotta make sure the timing's right.
Yeah, this entire level's gimmick is moving lava and lowering it, and because of that, there's a big glitch that is discovered. But you'll see it here. He goes down here and he's able to jump across this entire section to the final part of the level.
Laser should get it just fine. Oh, he
and
got the
Laser
fast
and he got fast VP, and Rallis is starting it now. You have to go very quick though, because you have to keep that chrome ball as long as you can. Now Laser's moving on to Magma Opus. No large skips in this level besides in the end with slide skip. You couldn't even beat ITV as a kid. Okay, the lava world was hard as a child, okay? Rallis doesn't get fast VP, but he does get it.
Honestly,
now here is...
I thought Snow World was probably the hardest.
It is kind of hard. I guess Ice River Run is decently hard, because you don't know that you can skip it. Avalanche Alley, I never found that hard, and Blade Mountain I just always thought was fun. Although I always hated Volcanic Panic. It was just so boring to me. I hated the ledge grabbing section.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
But Laser's coming up on the final part of the level, which is a slide that you normally have to roll down, but instead you could just jump down in a specific location. But you have to get timing. You have to get the timing right.
See how Laser does it.
And whoa, where is Laser? He might just want to. Did he soft block?
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay, all right.
What was that?
Yeah, I guess that happened.
I don't know what that was, but it worked.
Wow.
That is the weirdest thing I have seen.
Potentially faster.
I know. Did we just discover a faster way? You got the slow slide skip. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know slide skip that well. So Laser's on the hardest boss fight, Clyde. It's the same as the other ones, except for you can't rev roll into him. So Laser using 2025 strats. I know, right? Typically, how speedrunners would complete this level would be there's a hitbox on Clyde's left eye that you could jump on and get to the top. But a few days before this tournament started, a new strategy called rev jumps was discovered, where if you're on a ramp and you rev roll and then you cancel it and jump 1 to 3 frames after, you can convert the forward momentum into upward momentum and get up there. And you saw Laser use it a second ago. But Clyde has 5 phases and 2 hits in each phase. Laser needs to watch his health. He's currently on the 4th phase, but he does get a health wedge. And Rallis is just going for normal 2nd phase. And can Laser get it? There he goes. Clyde gets increasingly harder as it goes on, as the hitbox gets even smaller on his head. By the 5th phase, it's very hard to hit. Get 2 hits on. Rallis starting 3rd phase.
Are they both on 3rd phase, it looks like?
No, Laser's on 5th phase. Let's see if Laser can get 2 hits, and he does, so he's done with Clyde. And Rallis is now on 5th phase. And Laser's entering... Go ahead.
Laser didn't have any major issues with Clyde like he did the last time. And, yeah, like how he was saying, he's entering the water levels now.
Yeah, he's entering the most boring world of this game. This is about 12 to 13 minutes where it's just an auto-scroller. The only thing interesting in these first 2 water levels are mine boosts. Rallis needs to watch his health here, but he should be good to go if he can get 2 hits. Yes. Mine boost. If you get hit by a mine and you instantly go into another mine, you're able to boost forward with momentum. But other than that, it's a pretty boring world. The 3rd level, Yellow Pac-Marine, or the 8-minute stress test, is very boring. It's 8 minutes. It's an 8-minute auto scroller. PK Frenchie, you mean what time he finished, Clyde? Because if so, that was 22:14 or 22:24. I'm not positive.
So these 2 are on the same level, which is, by this time in the race, people are usually at 2 different levels, but in this time they're in the same level, so it's pretty close.
I'd say besides last night's match, this is the closest it's been. 22:31. Okay, thanks, McCurdy. I knew it was somewhere around there.
McKinney is a monster. He gets his PB, and then he becomes an underdog.
Okay, Laser needs to watch his health, and fast, because if he gets hit by something, he's dead. And checkpoints in this level are very interesting. He needs to find a health wedge, and there's one, as we speak. So yeah, I guess if anyone has like any questions or anything, there's not really much to talk about during the water world. Laser gets a nice mind boost there.
Really smooth.
And Laser is done with Scuba Duba. Moving on to Shark Attack, which is basically this exact same level, but different.
Yeah, this is a great definition for it. Same thing, but different.
Same thing, just a different level. It's basically a continuation of Scuba Duba. But I guess with more sharks, maybe?
Yeah, maybe it does have more sharks. Maybe we can count.
I don't know. Has anyone counted how many sharks there are in Shark Attack? Rallis is done with
Probably
Scuba
like
Duba.
Humongous fan of the game where he's like, he counts how many sharks in the levels.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. So Rallis is in Shark Attack. I'd say Laser's probably, what, 30, 35 seconds ahead?
Yeah, around there. Sounds about right. Number 50 pack tots give you one pack wedge. A health wedge.
Pack wedge. So. Which, I'm surprised because Rallis is at no health and he should be getting pack dots. Or finding a health wedge. There's a health wedge. And that he wastes it instantly. There's another health wedge though, so we're fine. There's really no way to gain time in the water world unless the other opponent dies. Which you wouldn't be gaining time, you would just be getting closer in the race.
Yeah.
I could do that later. Yeah, maybe you would be one to count the sharks, honestly. I don't know why whoever at Namco thought it would be a fun thing to have this many water levels that are auto-scrollers. I mean, they were working on this great game, and then they just threw this in here. I don't know why. But Laser's done with Shark Attack, and is now moving on to the best level in the entire game that every single person who plays this game loves. No flaws.
Wow.
The only good thing about Yellow Pack Marine is its soundtrack, honestly.
It's not even that great either. It's just good.
Yeah. Rallis is now going into Yellow Pack Marine.
Anybody wants to comment anything, it's probably a good time to do so.
The water world is even slow trying to move on the world map. It's that bad.
There's 30 people watching the stream right now.
Woo, to the 30 people that are watching the stream, hello. This level doesn't even have a real ending, it just randomly ends in the middle of space.
It'll be a while.
Yes, it could. I agree with you, McKitty. YPM is bad.
I wonder who thought of this. Like, they made the level and they're just like, let's make this 8 fucking minutes.
Yes, let's do it.
That's fun.
And glass 100% on water levels is challenging, but this isn't any percent speed run.
Yeah, like after they made it, the guys next to him like, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, they probably made it on April Fools, or whoever made it probably had too much to drink the night before.
Yeah, let's make it, yeah, it's that long.
They finished the entire game and they were like, it's too short, what can we do? Boring auto-scroller levels.
Yeah, the game's too short. Let's just take this and just stretch it out a bit.
Okay, I made Yellow Pack Marine 2 minutes, not good enough, triple it. Okay, personally though, Galaxian, I feel that the soundtrack is good on pretty much every level. I mean, it's not, there obviously is some better ones than others, but it's, none of the levels soundtrack is bad.
Yeah, no, every song in this game is usually pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say my favorite song is either Blade Mountain or Bedouin Woods. Not sure.
On Jaw is Shark Attack.
Pinky and Bedouin Woods.
Yeah, Pinky's good too.
Every person I see play the game is like, Pinky's soundtrack is so beautiful and calm. Like if you actually listen to it, it starts that way and then it's not.
It's kind of scary, honestly.
It is. It literally is like Pinky's like, Pac-Man, date me, and then she realizes Pac-Man's not going to do that, and then it's scary.
Yeah, Pac-Man's got wife and kids at home, dude.
I know. Even though none of them are featured in this game or even shown off once.
Well, yeah, they're seen. Well, his kid's in the ending thing.
Yeah, that is true. But there's just a lot of random Pac people in the ending.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pac
dog gets
people.
more screen time than anything else.
There's the arcade lady, Sue, and then
yes, Sue.
Is that
okay?
Pac.
What is Sue wearing on her head? It literally looks like
it looks like an ice cream. It looks
like a pink pile of poo.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
And then there's that guy who's guarding the architect, like not the architect. Oh my god! There's that guy that's guarding the museum that no one.
Yeah, that guy
about.
actually has a name. Do you know that he actually has a name?
What's his name?
Handy Pack.
Handy Pack?
Yeah. Let me look it up. I think that's a Liz.
Laser collecting his 4th token of the entire run.
Wow.
Proud of him. There's only 189 tokens, so getting 4 is pretty impressive. Whoever made the soundtrack for this game is really good at their job, I will say that.
David Logan.
Yeah, David Logan. I would just like for you to imagine, just know this, that this one level is over 2.5 times longer than the entire first world of the game. Also, I always thought Stu was wearing a diaper and a napkin. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. If you ever want to have some real fun with this game, open up the PC version, open up the files, switch around a bunch of the textures, and then you can change all the texts for all the cutscenes. It's pretty great.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, in one of the folders, there's literally just a text file that has a list of every single text on every cutscene, and you can change it to whatever you want it to be. Yeah, and you can change Pac-Man if you, as long as the asset is the same size as the normal one is, you can change Pac-Man's texture to whatever you want. You can play as Professor Pac if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm still hung up on this handy pack guy. I can't find him anywhere. Here we go. Oh, Pac-Man's dog, Chomp Chomp. Okay.
I am lagging behind. What is this?
Pause and unpause the. Oh look, Rallis is almost done.
McKinney goes BRB getting a copy of PC World 2. Yeah, I remember when I was going through it, I switched all of the levels, so they were in out of order, and then I played as Professor Pac. Okay, Laser's done. Finally. Thank the Lord.
Hey, you can play as
Now he is on to one of the most interesting boss fights of this entire thing. There's 4 propellers on this thing, each tank 9 hits. The goal is to get a 1 cycle where you hit each propeller 8 times, and then in like about 2 seconds, you have a chance to hit other propellers, knock them all off, and beat the level. Most common though is a 2 cycle. We'll see what this gets. If Laser gets a 2 or 3 cycle and Rallis gets a 1 cycle, that could put them back even, I'd say. And Rallis is done with Yellow Pac Marine. So Laser gets a 2 cycle.
Oh.
You get a guaranteed. He got a guarantee. Okay, so Laser has a guaranteed 2 cycle, and if you happen to get a 3 cycle, you're basically screwed because oh my gosh, you have to go through 2 checkpoints in between.
Yeah, if he were to get a 3 cycle right now, and then Rallis got a 1 cycle, they'd be tied.
I think they'd be tied if Rallis got a 1 cycle right now. Almost. If Rallis gets a 1 cycle right here, they'd be almost tied. Laser is done though. And here goes Rallis.
What Rallis can do.
Oh,
yeah.
He missed 2 propellers. He's gonna hopefully they are not diagonal. If they are diagonal, he's gonna have a tough time getting a 2 cycle.
It's the 2 left ones.
It's the 2 left ones? I didn't see.
Yeah. I saw it.
I know he missed the bottom. I know he missed the bottom left, so I guess the other one's top left. So Laser's on Haunted Boardwalk, which is a very interesting level, I'd say.
Fun levels, honestly.
Yeah, Haunted Boardwalk is pretty fun. It has a good soundtrack as well. Although we could say that about every level.
Yeah.
Hopefully Rallis can get the 2 cycle. If he happens to get a 3 cycle, I'd say it's pretty much over. And he gets the 2 cycle. So, at this point, the only way for Rallis to catch up is either if Laser dies, misses a cycle in night crawling, messes up GB skip, or messes up on Spooky. Oh, and Soccer Well disconnected. And he's back.
Sorry about that.
I was like, what happened?
I didn't know that doing that would leave the chat.
Oh, what'd you do?
I called somebody on accident.
That's funny. Okay, well, 1 death, and it could be even here, pretty much. Although, Rallis cannot die. If Rallis needs to run the rest of this perfect if he wants to win. But this is a very smartly designed level. It's basically split into 4 sections. The first section is just easy platforming and no falling platforms, just so you can get used to the roller skates. Second one is still some easy platforming, but everything starts to fall when you touch it. Then it gets into tight platforming with some hard jumps that has no falling platforms. And then finally, it's the same hard jumps with falling platforms. So it's a very good challenge progression.
Couldn't say better myself.
Laser cannot die. Rallis cannot die, sorry. If Laser dies, it's going to be very close. I don't know how Rallis has 27 lives. I don't know where he got those from, but...
Oh, yeah. What?
The Laser does need to watch his health here, because if he gets hit by one thing, he's down to no health wedges.
Are there mods for this game?
Although he is at 48 pack dots, so...
Yeah, you get an extra health wedge.
Yeah. I would feel so bad if one of them accidentally gets the Galaxian.
Ooh.
That would suck.
Rip.
And Laser's done with Haunted Boardwalk.
I feel like I'm...
Laser is on real PB space. Is it pace? Is he actually? What's Laser's PB?
I think I have that open. No, I don't. I'll look at it. Oh, of course, the site is under a lot of pressure right now.
LazerLemon is his. Why did I say LazerLemon? Is on night crawling. This level, the only thing is you need to get the apple in that box at the beginning, so you're able to continue the level without having to find the spider in the maze. His PB is 44-47, so yeah, he is on PB pace if he doesn't mess anything up. Although now that I said that, he's gonna mess something up.
Yeah.
Rallis is almost done with Haunted Boardwalk.
Anyway, yeah, I would tell you they're PBs right now, but, you know, since speedrun.com is, you know, the best website ever created, I can't really tell you that right now.
Yeah, well, McKitty said Laser is... McKitty, do you also know Rallis' PB? I'm just interested. There's nothing 45-54. Okay, well. He doesn't have a timer up, but I'm going to assume if they're synced, then he is also on PB pace.
Well, yeah. It's getting close, boys.
It is getting close. Let's see if Laser can impossibly get Fast Cycle. He does.
Oh.
Fancy.
Down the bridge.
And it's done with night crawling. Now we're on to the longest level, but the biggest skipping the longest level.
Besides Yellow Pac-Man.
Yeah, Ghost Bayou would always be frustrating for me as a kid because it's very long. But whoever designed it did this great entire level and then completely forgot to put an invisible wall below the boardwalk.
Feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man. Let's see if he can pull it off pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
Ooh, and Rallis misses the cycle. He has to reroll over here to spawn the final pack dot chain, and he should be good to go if he doesn't mess anything up. You can do it, Laser. Laser needs to beat 44-47. Can he do it? Maybe? He'd have to have a really perfect spooky.
That'd be hella nice if they got a PB.
I don't know. He'd have to have the best. I don't think he can get it. Did he get weight skip?
Did he get that? Nah.
He did not get weight skip, so I don't... Yeah, 44-47 is out of the question now. I believe.
It's gonna be close, though. Still very impressive.
Actually, he may be able to get it. I could have spoken wrong, but it would be very, very close. Here he goes on Spooky, the final boss. If he can get... Nope, not anymore. Yeah, I didn't think so. So he's going to stun lock Spooky. Get the first phase done. Now he needs to Death Abuse. Respawn.
I thought he like died for real. I was like, oh shit.
Oh no, yeah. He Death Abuses here to start the next phase. Oh, and he misses the final hit. He'll go over, get it, and then move on to the third and final phase.
Rallis is actually coming up.
He's on the final phase. Death Abuses to get to it. He's gonna have a really... Laser's gonna have a really close then hit to his PB. Oh my. And he's off of his PB by about 5 seconds.
And
oh, he missed. Oh no. Congratulations, Laser. You will be moving on, and unfortunately, Rallis
He's out. He's out for
is
down for the
out.
count.
But it was really close. They did pretty well.
And luckily, Rallis isn't winless. He did win one. Oh no, wait, he lost. Oh no, he did win one. He won one match. His round one.
He did? Okay, so at least he won one match. And this is not a race to be mad about. I mean, this is not a run to be mad about. This was a very good run.
Yeah, and this is I think this is the first tournament we ever had. Is that true?
It's probably not been the first, but it's been the first in a while. And Rallis is done. So, congratulations.
Yeah, we can see if they pop into the chat in here real quick. There they are.
They both are here.
Oh,
so
there they are.
Join if they want to. If we can talk with them. But I'm gonna have to go in a second anyway. So.
Okay.
Oh, we can move them in here.
Oh, we have to move them. Okay.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
GG Laser.
Thank you.
And good run for Rallis. And now it's saying that Rallis is the winner. That's confusing.
It should,
Yeah.
because on here it's not saying. Oh, you on the air on there. All right.
Oh, yeah, I just watched the switch.
Even though I didn't win, I am extremely happy with how that race turned out. Other than like a few, like all the mistakes I made, I think was, I could have just PB'd by more because that was a PB for me.
Yeah, that was so close to mine.
I know, Laser. We were in here. We were like, McKitty said you were a PB, and we were like, he can do it. He can do it. If you would have gotten weight skip, it would have been really possible.
If I would have gotten weight skip, and if I wouldn't have screwed up phase 2 stun lock, I would have been able to do it.
I know, but good race.
Yeah, that was a lot closer than I thought it was.
Yeah, I think if I hadn't died on Avalanche Alley, it would have been a lot closer.
I know that death on Avalanche Alley was. Well, I mean, you didn't get soft locked, Nacho.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, at least I was able to bring back that 2-cycle whale. If that didn't happen, that would have not been close at all.
Yeah, I almost had a 1 cycle. I just didn't go left.
We were so close. Rallis, we were so nervous for you that you were gonna get a 3 cycle. We were like,
I honestly did not think that backup was gonna work.
Well, it did work out barely.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, it was a very interesting race. I will say that.
Yeah,
and also I don't know what you did, Laser, in slide skip, but it was.
I have no idea.
It
Well,
was
what happened?
Something special.
What happened was I went too far forward, so my butt bounce momentum stopped, and it made me go a lot slower. So somehow, some way, I figured out complete slide skip.
I know, we were like, what just happened?
Yeah, I saw that. We were like, what?
That was insane, though. But you were 10 seconds off your PB. Not even. Less than that. That's so sad.
I was 9 seconds.
9 seconds. Well, it was a good race nonetheless.
Yeah.
Even though I'm out of the tournament now, I'm extremely happy with how that race went.
Yeah.
And you PB'd, so even better.
Yeah.
Laser,
But also-
you are going on to play the loser, either PK or Frogs, whoever lose that match.
I know, and then that race, I'm out of the tournament. There's no way I'm beating Frogs or Frenchie.
You never know. Something could happen.
I have no idea. I mean, my theory is now that it's probably me and Kitty in the finals.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Kitty's definitely gonna be in the finals, but I don't know who's gonna be.
Just because Nacho lost, which was actually very surprising. I didn't realize. I accidentally looked at the chat before I watched the video, which was sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
With a 44, anything is possible. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, That race would not have nearly as been as close if my splitters hadn't come today.
Yeah. I was hoping for them to come for you. That would have kind of sucked.
Yeah, they came
after-
like 2.5 hours before the race.
After Clyde, y'all were very close. I mean, y'all were in the same level for most of it.
That's one part I didn't like about that run was Shark Attack. I could not get any of the mine boosts.
Yeah, we did see that, and there was a decent amount of times when y'all were out of health there anyway.
Yeah, I was out of health for the beginning of Shark Attack.
I was out of
Yeah.
health for both levels.
We were like, why aren't they grabbing pack dots? But-
I'm happy with that Clyde. I'm sad I couldn't get the second hit on phase 2 though, but
Yeah, I don't remember who it was and what phase it was, but I think it was phase 4. One of you were having to hit it a lot to get in the hitbox.
Yeah,
Oh, that was either
also
of us.
me on.
It might have been both of you. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
quite
it
remember.
definitely happened to me on phase 4 and a little bit on phase 5.
I'm surprised. That was an instant phase 5. I was really surprised.
I know
about that.
I was surprised that you got that fast on phase 5. I was like, these other races they're out here spending 30 seconds on top of Clyde in phase 5, and you got it instantly.
Yeah, I was thinking about going for the rev jump in phase 5, but I thought I'd just play it safe.
Yeah, considering how new rev jumps are, I don't blame you.
And I was practicing earlier, and I was missing like all of them. So I'm like, maybe today's not a good day for those.
Yeah, I think going safe is probably better.
I did want to do phase 2 because regardless, that's a lot of time save over doing it normally.
Yeah, instead of just doing normal phase 2.
Yeah, and then phase 4 I can't do without an I bounce or rev jump anymore. So yeah.
And then, so yeah, y'all had a pretty good Clyde, a pretty good whale, both of you. Both got 2 cycles.
Yeah.
Mine was a slower 2-cycle.
It's still a 2-cycle, though.
Yeah. I'm surprised that I did spooky as well as I did. I didn't practice him like since my last race.
I got a really
Yeah.
good spooky as well.
Y'all both had a decent spooky, except for missing that last hit on phase 2.
I missed
Yeah.
the last hit on phase 1 and then got really good phase 2 and 3.
Coming out of night crawling, I was minus 5 minutes from the last tournament race.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I was like, we were sitting here, we were like Laser, we were like, you were in the middle of that cutscene at the end of Ghost Bayou, and we were like, did he get weight skip? Did he get weight skip? And
Yeah, I
we
know.
were like, we're
That was-
so sad.
That's the first time I've gotten that jump off the pack chain in so long.
That's the first time in that race. That's the first time I've gotten weight skip in a long time.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's why you saved so much time over me. I was wondering.
Don the Nintendo Freak, this game is great.
It's great on good days. It's horrible on bad days. So.
The camera, hot trash. The game, great.
Yeah, this game is probably awesome.
They
I
played
would
this
say.
game on the GameCube, both of y'all did, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the Wii, same.
It's funny because I do this good without
Actually-
doing chain skip.
I don't think this game is on Dreamcast.
No, it's not. Dreamcast is. It's
No,
this
it's
game
the
is
next
on.
generation.
This game is on GameCube, PS2, Xbox, and PC.
Yeah.
The first Pac-Man World game is only on PS1. It was exclusive, and then Pac-Man World 3 is on the same consoles as 2.
And DS, but we're not gonna talk about that.
The DS
Yeah,
Pac-Man
man.
World 3 is not DS. It's not Pac-Man World 3. Pac-Man World 3 is already bad enough, and on the DS it's even worse.
Same thing with World 2 GC Game Boy. I mean, sorry.
World 2 Game Boy isn't anything like World 2.
I know.
Yeah, it's like a completely different game.
It's only
Not
named
the
that so
game.
it could get the recognition that World 2 had.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Uh,
Pac-Man World 2 had a better camera and no water world, it would be pretty good. Like, almost perfect.
If the
Yeah.
water world was replaced by something else, maybe.
Yeah,
like
or if it was just a lot shorter. If Yellow Pac-Marine was just, like, not 8 minutes.
Yeah, that's like the only problem, really.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice having you guys here.
Yeah. Thanks for the
GG's,
commentary.
everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the race. It was very interesting.
Yeah, very entertaining.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's another race scheduled yet.
Not yet.
No,
This was
there's
the only
not.
one scheduled, but I believe that we are getting if we go ahead and look at the Discord, Nacho said earlier that we are getting Laws versus Jets, PK Frenchie versus Frog scheduled within this week, before the 21st, which is this week.
Yeah.
So there should be 2 matches this week, maybe even more if more people want to schedule in the losers bracket, but should be pretty interesting. I'm excited to see who's going to win this entire thing.
Well, it's not going to be me.
Surprisingly,
That's terrible. I definitely think McKitty's going to be in the finals, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Since Nacho's in losers, I was gonna say maybe there's a possibility it could be anyone in losers, but I mean
It could be anyone in the losers bracket.
It's gonna be very hard.
McKitty, you need to win one. You need to win one race, and you'll be in the finals.
Which is either against Frogs or Frenchie.
Or is it 2? I think it's only 1 race. I think you're already in the semifinals.
It's 1 versus Frogs and Frenchie.
Yeah, and then you'll be in the finals, and then so let's see. After this, the TheLazerLemon is moving on to play the loser of Frenchie and Frogs, and then Nacho will play the winner of Laws and Jets, and then the winner of those 2 will play each other, and then the winner of that will play whoever's in the finals, which could easily be McKitty after 1 match.
I'm gonna link the challenge in the.
I think
if you want to see the bracket, there it is. It's in the thing right
All
there.
right. Well, I'm gonna have to be heading out, so.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Yeah.
But anyway, good race. Good job. Good job, PB, for Rallis, and good job moving on for Laser.
Round of applause for everybody.
And again, thank you all for the comments.
Short round of applause.
All right.
And thanks, Nacho, for your great follow the runners and commentary. But anyway.
See you all later.
See you later.
Yeah.
See ya.